Come to the front of your mat and bring your hands into prayer in front of your heart. With your feet hip width apart, press the outer parts of your feet into the ground and then gently lift your pubic bone towards your belly button. As you do that, lift the breastbone up towards the sky, close your eyes, and feel the power and strength of your legs. The offering as we move through the practice today is stay connected to your legs, stay connected to your core. Slowly opening your eyes, lie down on your back, and once you get there, bend your knees, place your feet on the ground, go ahead and grab a hold of a block, put it on its second width in between your thighs. Lift your legs up to the sky, interlace your fingers behind your head. You can always keep your knees bent, calves parallel to the ground if this ever feels like too much for the hamstrings. And then squeeze the block in between the thighs. Feel how that engages the inner legs as well as the pelvic floor. Keeping your head on the ground, inhale, curl your toes up towards the sky, lifting lower sit bones up off the ground. Exhale, curl your shoulder blades up. Inhale, curl both up towards the sky. Exhale, squeeze the block, press the belly button down. Inhale, lift the chest a little bit higher, and then exhale, put your head down on the ground. Inhale, curl the toes up towards the sky, engaging lower abdomen. Exhale, curl your shoulder blades up off the ground. Inhale, curl both a little bit higher up towards the sky. As you exhale, squeeze the block and press your belly button down, suck it up. Inhale, lift your chest a little bit higher, and then exhale, put your head down on the ground. Inhale, toes curl up. Exhale, shoulders. Inhale, both a little higher up to the sky. Exhale, squeeze the block, press the belly button down. Inhale, heart a little higher. And then exhale, put your head down on the ground. Inhale, curl the toes up. Exhale, curl your shoulder blades up off the ground. Inhale, curl both a little bit higher. Exhale, press the belly button down, squeeze the block. Inhale, heart a little higher. Exhale, put your head down on the ground. Inhale, toes lift up. Exhale, shoulders. Inhale, both. Exhale, belly button down, squeeze the block. Inhale, lift the chest a little bit higher, and then exhale, release. Put your head down on the ground, bend your knees, move the block over to the side, and then roll over to one side. Come on to hands and knees, make your way into down dog. Walk your hands to the middle of your mat. So we're going to explore handstands here. And if this is new to you, there's no pressure to kick, okay? Bring your big toes to touch, bring your shoulders over your wrists, and come onto the tippy toes. You can stay here or walk your feet closer to your hands. You can always bend your knees as we do this. Now claw the mat with your finger pads. Lift your right leg up to the sky. Hug your inner thighs in towards each other and feel free to stay here. Or bend your bottom knee and swing your top leg up towards the sky and take a couple hops. If you're fortunate to be near a wall, you can always kick up against the wall, no problem. If you haven't already, switch legs, lift your left leg up to the sky and take a couple hops. So as you do this, claw the mat with your finger pads and keep scissoring the inner thighs towards each other, engaging the lower abdomen as well as the inner thighs. Whee! And you're just playing, right? Exploring what's it like to balance on my hands, which is generally a bit crazy. Once you're done with all of that, sit back on your heels, close your eyes, enjoy the ride. You can always take child's pose instead. I love the idea of Leela, of play. Because when we play, there's no end goal. We're just exploring our bodies. We're exploring the poses. So bring a little bit of Leela into your practice today. Opening your eyes, take your hands out in front of you and make your way into down dog. Yeah. Begin Ujjayi breath if you haven't already. Inhale, reach your right leg up to the sky behind you, three-legged down dog, and then exhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, coming into high lunge. Scissor the inner thighs towards each other, squaring the front of the pelvis towards the front of the mat. And then next time you exhale, left fingers forward, right fingers back. Twist your torso to the right. As you inhale, lift the chest up. And then as you exhale from your belly, keep twisting in the same direction. Inhale, lift the chest. And from your core, you twist. Inhale, lift the chest. And then as you exhale, bring your hands into prayer in front of your heart. Look down and take your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Feel free to put your back knee down on the ground, but if it's off the ground, really straighten your back leg. Like I talked about earlier, scissor the inner thighs towards each other. Keep your back quadriceps strong. Next time you exhale, see if you can twist a little bit deeper towards the right, trying to get your thumbs to kiss your breastbone. Look down towards the ground. Next time you exhale, step your left foot to meet your right one, revolve chair pose. See if you can bring your butt down a little bit lower and then lift your chest a little bit higher. Squeeze the inner thighs towards each other. Feel free to stay exactly as you are or spread your wings. Take your left arm down on the outside of the right foot, right arm up to the sky. As you inhale, lengthen the spine forward, and as you exhale from your belly, you twist. Looking down to the ground, next time you exhale, release yourself down. Bend your knees, chin into your chest, and inhale, roll yourself up to stand, Urdhva Hastasana, arms overhead. And then as you exhale, bring your hands down by your sides, Tadasana, mountain pose. Chair pose, bend the knees, lower the hips. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. And as you exhale, lift your right foot up off the ground and cross your right leg over your left one. Toes float, they touch, they hook. You see what works in your own body. Cactus your arms out to the sides. Stay upright or bring your ribs towards your thighs with your elbows up high. Inhale, straighten your arms out in front of you, and then exhale, bend your elbows out to the sides. Inhale, straighten the arms out in front of you. Exhale, bend the elbows out to the sides. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, stand up. Release both feet down to the ground, Tadasana, mountain pose. Hands in prayer, open the palms softly out to the sides. Close your eyes. Release your hands, open your eyes. Inhale, circle the arms up to the sky. Exhale, bow forward and down, standing forward fold. Inhale, flat back, offer your chest forward. Exhale, step your left foot back, right foot back, plank pose, and lower yourself halfway or all the way down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Then exhale, down dog. Take your hips up to the sky behind you. Inhale, reach your left leg up to the sky, three-legged down dog. Exhale, step it forward in between your hands. Come onto your fingertips, and then inhale, sweep the arms overhead, Anjaneyasana, high lunge. Exhale, reach your right fingers forward, left fingers back, twisting your torso to the left. Inhale, lift the chest up a little bit higher, and then exhale from your belly, you twist. Inhale, lift the chest. As you exhale from your belly, you twist. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, hands in prayer in front of the heart. Look down towards your left leg and bring your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. If you ever have trouble balancing, back knee on the ground is a great option. Wherever you are, scissor the inner thighs towards each other. It's our little theme today. And then again, try to get your thumbs and your sternum, your breastbone to touch each other. Soften your jaw and deepen your breath, specifically up into the upper part of your chest. Look down towards the ground. Next time you exhale, step your right foot to meet your left one, big toes touching, revolved chair. Press your top palm into your bottom one, sit your booty down a little bit lower, and then again, twist a little bit deeper towards the left and up to the sky. Stay as you are or spread your wings. Take your right arm down, your left arm up. You can always put your right hand on a block. Connect to one gaze point and come back to your breath. Next time you exhale, release, standing forward fold. Inhale, come on up to stand, Urdhva Hastasana, arms overhead. Exhale, hands in prayer in front of the heart. Chair pose, bend the knees, lower the hips. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, lift your left foot up off the ground, cross your left leg over your right one, eagle legs. Keep your arms as they are, or cactus your arms out to the sides, palms facing forward. Stay as you are, or now bring your ribs towards your thighs. Keep your elbows up high, so you should feel your rhomboids engaging your back muscles. Next time you inhale, straighten your arms out in front of you, and then as you exhale, bend your elbows out to the sides. Inhale, straighten your arms out in front of you. Exhale and bend. Inhale and straighten. Exhale and bend. Inhale and straighten. Exhale and bend. Inhale. Come all the way up to stand. Exhale, release your feet down by your sides and bow forward and down. Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen the chest forward. Feel free to bring your hands to your shins. Exhale, step back, plank pose, and lower yourself all the way or halfway, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Take your hips up to the sky behind you. Lower your knees down to the ground. Lie down on your back. Reach your legs up to the sky. Interlace your fingers behind your head, keeping your head on the ground as we did before, but this time without the block. Squeeze the inner thighs towards each other like you had a block there. Keep your right leg where it is. Lower your left leg towards the ground. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, switch your legs. Inhale, exhale and switch. Inhale, exhale and switch. If you want to up the ante, lift your shoulders, your head up off the ground. Keep going. Feel free to move slower or faster than how I'm cueing it, but keep scissoring the inner thighs towards each other so you feel your lower abdomen, your pelvic floor engaging. Keep going. Soften the jaw. It won't help. What will help is deep breathing. Both legs up to the sky. Bend your knees. Release your head down to the ground. Wah. Roll over to one side and come on to hands and knees. Once you get there, splay your fingers out wide and really claw the mat with your finger pads. Feel how that activates your forearms. You really want to gauge your forearms as much as you can when we go into handstands. It just protects your wrists. Curl your toes under, lift your knees up off the ground, and then walk your feet towards your hands. Here come those handstands again. You don't have to come with me, okay? Shoulders over wrists, lift your right leg up to the sky, hug the inner thighs, bend your bottom knee, and now try to, as you lift your top leg up, switch your legs in the air. Just essentially that core work we just did on the back, now we're doing it upside down. Switch the legs in the air, keep going, lifting one leg up and switch it up. Whoop, whoop. And just explore again, having weight in my hands, reaching my legs up to the sky. What's going on with my breath? When you're done with all that, sit back on your heels, connect to a gaze point. You can always rest in child's pose and just breathe into the effects of the play. Opening your eyes, we're going to come into hero's pose. So you're going to take your knees together, your feet out to the side, come sit back on your heels. Feel free to sit on a block, and if this doesn't work for you, lizard pose is always a great alternative. If you're coming with me, either stay upright or begin to recline, lowering your forearms down to the ground behind you, reclined hero. And if this doesn't work for you, then feel free again to take lizard pose, which is a lunge with the back knee on the ground. Feel free to stay as you are. You can go ahead and grab a hold of that block and put it underneath the back of the heart, taking a supported variation of the reclined hero. As you lie back on it, you can release your head down towards the ground or to another block. The last alternative is to have no block underneath you and to just lie back. My friends, in lizard pose, if you haven't already, switch sides. My friends who are reclined, slowly make your way back up. Come on to hands and knees, straighten one leg out behind you, ball the foot on the ground, and just roll the heel front to back, stretching out the back of the knee. Switch sides. And then come on up to stand on your knees for Ustrasana Camel pose. Grab that block and put it in between your feet. Squeeze the block in between your feet. Take your hands to your lower back, hug your elbows in towards each other, and then as you inhale, lift the breastbone, the sternum up towards the sky. Feel free to stay upright or begin to gently take your chest back. So gentle means I'm not feeling compression in my lower back. If you want to deepen this, both hands to both heels at the exact same time. Keep the chin softly towards the chest so your neck is engaged. Whatever variation you're in, squeeze the block in between your feet. Next time you inhale, come upright with your torso and sit back on the block. Connect to a gaze point, eyes opened or closed, and just breathe into the effects of the back bend. Opening your eyes. Second one. Take your hands to your lower back, hug the elbows in towards each other. Keep pressing your feet into the block, toenails to the ground, and then curl your chest up and sweetly back. Again, feel free to stay more upright or bring your hands to your heels, both hands to both heels at the exact same time. Breathe into the front of your pelvis, breathe into the front of your chest, soften the jaw. If neck is feeling A-okay today, then release your head back. Next time you inhale, slowly come upright. Chin is the last thing to come in towards the chest, and then again, sit back on the block. Opening your eyes, last camel, hands to lower back, hug your elbows in towards each other, lift the chest up. Keep the chest lifted, begin to arc the upper spine, trying to keep the lower back long. Last camel, any variation, but do squeeze the block in between your feet. If you want to take this a bit further, slide your hands to the backs of your knees, curl your heart back, look towards the wall behind you as long as you're not dealing with any neck stuff. Root down through your knees, inhale, come on up, sit back on your block, connect to a gaze point and let the dust of all that settle. Slowly bring your feet down to the ground, Malasana, Yogic squat. Press your elbows to your knees out to the sides. Lift the chest up. Stay as you are or walk your fingers out in front of you and just gently bring your chin towards your chest. Walk your palms back up. Slowly lift your bum up off the block and sit down. Double pigeon pose, right shin stacks on top of left one. If this doesn't work for your knees, any other hip opener is great with me. Thread the needle, pigeon, or cow face. If you're with me, you're either sitting upright or you can walk your arms out in front of you and bow forward. Whatever hip opener you're in, close your eyes, go to the area of your body where you feel the most sensation, and quite simply breathe. Stay as you are, or lift your torso up. Take both your hands the outside of your left leg and either just gently twist over to the left or work your forearms down towards the ground on the outside of your left leg. You'll see how it goes in your own body. Walk your palms back up. Take your legs out in front of you, give them a little 1-2 wiggle. Blah, 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 blah. And then switch sides. Left shin on top of right one, or again, just switch whichever hip opener you're on. Take it now on the left side. Feel free to stay upright, lower your forearms to your shins, or walk your hands out in front of you and bow. Feel free to stay as you are, or take both your hands the outside of your right leg and twist your torso towards the right. You can stay upright or lower your forearms down towards the ground on the outside of your right leg. Come on back to center. Extend your legs out in front of you and give them a little 1-2 wiggle. Baddha Konasana, soles feet together, knees out to the sides. Take the flesh of your butt out behind you, and then hold on to your feet with your hands. Either stay here or begin to round forward. You can keep holding on to your feet with your hands or walk your hands out in front of you. If you want to take the inner thigh opener a little bit deeper, open your legs out to the sides, Upavishta, wide-legged straddle. Again, take the flesh of your butt out behind you, press your heels away from you, curl toes to shin. And again, if this doesn't work for you, stay in Baddha Konasana, soles feet together, knees out, okay? You're coming with me, you can stay upright or walk the arms out in front of you and work your forearms towards the ground. You can also rest your forearms on a block. Try to keep your lower back long if your legs are out to the sides, tilting your sit bones up towards the sky. And what this will do is take the rounding out of the lower back and really keep the stretch in the legs. Wherever you are, slowly come on back up and find a comfortable seat. We're going to sit together for a little bit. And if you'd prefer to take Shavasana instead, please go get them. You're seated with me. Close your eyes. Take your awareness down into your solar plexus, into where our fire lives. And quite simply breathe into this area. Envision that you're igniting not only your digestive fire, but your spiritual fire. Bring your hands into prayer in front of your heart. Namaste. If you like that video, you'll probably like these. And if you want more videos, go to my membership site. Either way, let's stay connected.